Chris Quinn, CEO of Bank of Columbia, uses Duo County Telecom's services daily, whether it's communicating between the bank's branches or watching a movie with his family. This is his story.
History, as far as I know, the bank was established in 1866 with about $30,000 in capital, I guess. It's withstood the Depression. It's been there for years, through thick and thin, seems to, with the community. I guess that's, as far as the financial institutions in Columbia, it's probably one of the, it is the oldest and probably the most established. I'm finding it more and more important, or I think our customers are, about having a nice local community bank to do their services with. Mainly because the bigger banks, you're just a number two, or seem to be. You know, if you use their service, they're more than willing to take your money, but they're not willing to give anything for that. They're all out there to make the dollar. And as far as doing loans, I know a lot of the bigger banks, it's harder to get a loan these days. We feel like the community's benefited from the lending of the Bank of Columbia in the prior years, because I'm sure. We know our customers a lot better than anybody else would. As far as a large institution, they wouldn't know your family, you wouldn't know your friends as well. We feel that's what puts us more on top, because we're down there living with those individuals every day. For us, with the changes in banking today, everything is basically based on the data connection through the internet or through a direct circuit. Very few banks process themselves anymore, especially the community banks our size. They're all outsourced due to the cost of the service or providing the service. And to be able to provide that service for our customers, either through the internet, through telephone banking, or just even if they come in to check their balance, we have our data stored on servers off-site, so it's hard to do without a data connection, because a person comes in, they don't want us to know that, well, I can't help you today and it's going to be tomorrow or something like that. Basically, internet services has been a lot better than what it was. Not near as slow as far as research items or anything like that. It's provided a lot faster service that way. And of course, we did the change to the voice over IP phones at about the same time, so that's provided a little bit better service as far as the sound quality and connectability. We have basically the triple play, where we have the telephone and we also have the cable and the internet, the high-speed internet. Well, like you say, for security, it's easier for them to go grab the phone to dial 911 if it's all needed, as far as instead of trying to round up a cell phone that's laying around somewhere. Right now, especially at their age, they don't have their own cell phones, so we don't want their friends or calling our cell phones all the time. So I think the landline's still going to provide a service there.
Okay. My main reason too is for the kids, because they don't have their own cell phones, and I just feel comfortable with them being able to use the phone here at home.
Of course, I guess it could be good and bad, but I think it's good to keep us all at home together. I guess either watching the shows that we like or watching a movie anymore. With the cost of movies in the theaters anymore, it's a whole lot cheaper to rent on demand or anything through the internet. A lot cheaper than going and spending $20, $30 at the movie theater. Plus, we're at home and we can do it anytime we want to. Well, with all the activities that we're involved in, including the kids either going to church or we're going to basketball games or softball, baseball games, it's getting ready to be summertime. So we'll spend a lot of time at the ballpark more than likely. And we still hate to miss out on our shows that we like to watch. Maybe we're too hooked on them. Maybe the technology's bad in that perspective, but we feel like we can't do without those shows, don't we? We watch some of the basketball games and the football games. It's kind of hard to get out, and Friday nights for us sometimes, but we can always flip it on there and watch the majority
of the physical court meetings, city council meetings that we might watch around.
iPad or the Kindle or have a little netbook. My daughter has a netbook. They also have an iPod, and we have a desktop computer, and we also use the internet through to watch movies on TV and through on demand as well.
My downtime I do consider with an iPad. That's about my nightly routine. I usually sit down with an iPad, whether it's email or the news or of course some shopping online, but it is nice just to wherever I want to go that I can take my iPad with me to do that. And like I said, that's my relaxation time.
I think it's very important that we do business locally with whether you're the telephone co-op or you're the business down the street, the farm business down the street. It's always because we feel like we're helping each other. We're providing a service to them, they're providing a service to us. So we think it goes hand in hand to build our community what it is today.